welcome to our Wednesday Wellbeing Assembly. And today, Miss Pollard and Rue are going to teach you all about what it means to be part of a community. But before we do that, let's light a candle so that God is with us. And it represents that Jesus is the light of the world. Put your hands together and we'll make the sign of the cross. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Loving Father, you hold each of us equally in your love. Let us learn to love our neighbours more deeply so that we can create peaceful and fair communities. Inspire us to use our creative energies to build the communities we need to overcome the obstacles and intolerance and unfairness. May Jesus provide us the example needed and send the Holy Spirit to warm our hearts for the journey. Amen. So what we want to think about this morning is, what is a community? We're all part of a community. A community is a group of people living in the same place, or attending the same group, or having the same interest. So we're all members of our own family communities and our school community, and we're all a member of the Romero community. Can you think of any other communities that you're part of? I've thought of quite a few. We're all part of the parish community, the local community. You may have a street or your flats where you have a group of people that all live in the same area, your local community. Or you might go to a group or a club, football, dancing, athletics, rainbows, scouts. They're all communities. So what does everyone need to do so that a community is a nice place to belong to? There's a little hint on the screen. Does your community have any rules to help people feel like smiling? And can you think of the rules that we have in school? I think if you think about the prayer that we had at the beginning of our assembly, it talks about Jesus teaching us the lesson on loving thy neighbour. And that will be that we are looking after each other and loving everybody that's in our community and making them feel happy and safe. So treating people the way that you would like to be treated yourself is something we talk a lot about in school. So have you ever joined a new community when you didn't really know anybody? Maybe a new school or a new club. How did you feel? Can you remember when you first started Corpus Christi? And if you started in reception and you're in year 6, that's quite a long time ago. Can you remember how you felt? Can you remember if there was anyone that made you feel really welcome and safe and happy? Or can you remember if someone else has joined our school? Can you remember what you have done to make them become part of your community? We're going to read a story about how to join a new community, even if you're feeling a little bit shy or a little bit nervous. This book is called The Bear Who Stared, and this is by Duncan Beattie. There once was a bear who liked to stare and stare and stare. Every day, Bear emerged from his cave and stared at everything he saw. One morning, he stared at a family of ladybugs who were having their breakfast on a small leaf. "What are you staring at?" squeaked the daddy ladybug. "We're trying to have our breakfast in peace." And with that, they scuttled off to find somewhere else to eat. Bear strolled further into the forest and climbed a big tree. He stared at a bird feeding her chicks. in their nest. "Can I help you?" asked the bird. Bear did not answer. He just stared. The chicks did not like Bear staring at them. They didn't want him watching while they ate their lunch. Oh, shoo! Squawked the bird. "Get down on the ground where you belong." Bear climbed back down to the forest floor, where he spied a badger's burrow. He poked his head into the entrance, and I'm sure you can guess what happened next. "Oh, stop gawking!" barked the badger, and he bit poor Bear on his nose. He was a particularly angry badger. Bear pulled his head from the badger's burrow with a pop and skulked off, rubbing his nose. Before long, Bear found a log to sit on by a large green pond. He sat and pondered by the pond. Bear didn't mean to annoy all the other animals. He was just naturally curious, but too shy to say anything. "I've seen that look before," said a small, croaky voice coming from the pond. Bear looked down and saw a plump little frog. Bear stared at the frog. The frog stared back with his big, googly eyes. "Not much fun being stared at, is it?" said the frog. "I suppose not," muttered Bear. "It's just that I don't know what to say to anyone, and before I've had a chance to think, it's too late." Bear stared into the water and saw another bear staring back at him with the same wide, curious eyes. He looked just like Bear in every way, but this bear wobbled and was a strange green colour. Then something extraordinary happened. The green bear blinked and his mouth turned into a smile, which turned into a big, happy grin. "You see," said the frog, "sometimes a smile is all you need. I may have big, googly, starey eyes, but I also have the widest smile in the whole forest." Then the frog showed Bear his biggest, widest, happiest smile before diving into the water. As the frog disappeared, so did the wobbly green bear. The next day, Bear trudged out of his cave. He saw the ladybug family enjoying their breakfast on a small leaf. The daddy ladybug was just about to gather up their things and leave when Bear said, "Hello," with a big smile on his face. "Oh, hello," replied the daddy ladybug, and he smiled back. Bear strolled happily off into the forest. Bear made lots of new friends that day and he did not feel the need to stare. He did have one new friend who didn't mind Bear staring at him, and he was just as good at staring back. What a lovely story. What do you think the other animals were so, why do you think the other animals were so unfriendly at the beginning of the story? And how did the bear learn to make friends? That's right. He learned to smile. Sometimes a smile is enough to start a friendship and to let somebody know that you are a wonderful person that's worth getting to know. There's a little poem here, I like this one. It's called A Smile. A smile is quite a funny thing. It wrinkles up your face. And when it's gone, you'll never find its secret hiding place. But far more wonderful it is to see what smiles can do. You smile at one, he smiles at you, and so one smile makes two. Try it. Think about someone who might join your group, your community, feeling a little bit shy like that bear, maybe like you did when you joined in reception. Now what do you think you could do to make them feel welcome? What would you hope for if you joined a new community? Someone to smile at you and to make you feel welcome. In the story, the bear saw his reflection in the water and noticed he had a wonderful smile. Can you be like the bear? Try looking in a mirror and notice how you look and feel when you smile your biggest, best, widest smile. When you've had a good practice, see if you can spread your smile across your community, just like we've learned from the story today. So, see if you can smile and make someone else smile, and then that person may smile at someone else, and they may smile, and so on, until everybody is smiling. What a wonderful world that would be. Okay, so we have come to the end of our Wellbeing Wednesday Assembly. So we've come to the joke, the cringy joke sometimes. Let's have a see. What does a grizzly bear use to catch fish? His bare hands. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your week. Remember, on Friday, it'll be our celebration assembly and our mission assembly on Monday, and someone will be back with another Wellbeing Wednesday assembly next week. Thank you.